Hi, this is Malini. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to plant one of my favorite succulents. One is the Haworthia big band zebra plant and this really pretty and rare Adromischus. So what I'm going to do is simply remove the plant from the container. I already have a screen on the bottom of the hole which prevents any soil from coming through but allows the water to drain. I recommend using a really good succulent mix, as you see here. This is one of my exclusive succulent mix that we make at our nursery at California Cactus Center. And this doesn't have any peat moss, as pumice for drainage, and that allows, again, the water to drain, and that prevents any root rot. So we're just going to add a little layer of soil on the bottom. I'm going to simply place that into the container. I'm not going to loosen any root ball. It makes it easier to plant and it helps keep everything intact. And you want to just raise it just a little bit because Haworthias have offsets that appear at the base and that you don't want to bury. You want to make sure you elevate and raise the plant a little bit more so that the offsets will grow. Okay. Now, this Haworthia species is great for indoors or outdoors. You can put in bright light outside. Of course, the more sun you give and less water, the tips will start turning red from stressing the plant. Or you can keep it indoors with indirect light and it will be fine as well. And you just simply water, if it's outdoors, once a week, indoors about twice a month. Okay, simply pressing the plant down more. And then you can clean it up with a paintbrush or brush you have at home, any of the garden tools that helps clean up any soil that gets stuck in the leaves. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is add this really pretty white coral rock. And that, again, will help elevate the plant. Not only does the top dressing help stabilize the plant when you water it, but it also gives you a nice, pretty, decorative top dressing. And I love the white girl, how it also matches those white bands as well. So this is one really beautiful succulent. It's already flowering, has pretty white flowers as well. And it's hardy to about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The second one I'm going to do is plant the Adromischus species, and this is more of a shallow container because the Adromischus stays relatively small. This Adromischus species is a small succulent shrub from South Africa, and it grows to about 3 to 4 inches tall, and it does have offsets, but they tend to stay low. So I picked a more of a shallow, more of a low container that's really pretty and handmade by the same potter. Add your screen on the bottom of the hole, add a little bit of your good succulent mix that doesn't have any peat moss, and then simply squeeze the pot to loosen the soil. Carefully take out your plant, and I'm going to place it in the center. Now you can off-center it as well to make it a little bit more natural as it appears maybe in nature. You can do that. I can do that as well. And if you have any rocks at home, any little staging rocks at home, you can add a little rock to the edge if you like. Right now I'm just going to simply plant it to show you how it simply looks in a really pretty handmade container and how that really elevates it from a plastic pot to a really nice handmade pot. Again, you don't want to bury the offsets. As you see, there's a lot of offsets around the main plant, and you want to make sure that's exposed so that the plant can grow. This also has a really pretty white flower as well, a delicate, pretty white flower in a tall stalk. So for this particular plant, this prefers bright light outdoors. It doesn't do very well indoors, Of course, the more sun you give it, the more darkish red, purple it becomes. You water about once every 10 days, and it's frost hardy to about 30 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to add the Coral C, which is fine too. I have so many different kinds of rocks that will change the look, but let's just use this Coral C, which is really pretty as well. See, it actually is a nice balance with the turquoise and this darker bottom half, so that's a nice color as well, the Coral C, for this particular container and plant. So these are really two beautiful succulents that I just planted in nice handmade containers, and you can put them outdoors or indoors. Outdoors or indoors for this particular plant. This, of course, is mainly outdoors. Well, thank you for watching.